So we have some exciting news out of a state that I think many people would not expect to have a coaster-related news. South Dakota, a park called, not even a park, but a water park, no less, a Wild Water West water park, has announced that they are planning on building an RMC Raptor coaster in 2020, no less. This is not a 2021 project or a 2022 project. This is happening this year. We're getting word of what's going to happen this year. I mean, it's coming up.
They did say later that it's not necessarily this year.
All right. Well,
it actually take a couple years.
On their original document, it said that they were.
Yeah, on the original documents, they did say that, but they did later, like a day or so after, they came out and they said, "What?" I think the hype was getting too much. It might have just been the kind of like, hey, we really want to shock everybody when we open a coaster in South Dakota. Now, we don't want you talking about this yet.
Wait a second. Wait, what did we just do? Did we just announce that we're going to be opening up a coaster this year? I don't think about that. Let's think about that.
Yeah, I don't know, but they did later. I don't have that link handy, but they did announce that this isn't. They didn't say that it wasn't 2020. They just said that they're taking their time on this, so it might end up being a little bit later.
And the promotional images that they used for this were Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster. So this is going to be a clone of that. Those of you that don't know, that's at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and that was the first RMC rail coaster. So neither of us have ridden any RMC rail coasters. However, I've heard they're fantastic rides. I've heard they're great, and this is really what these RMC Raptors were meant for. They were meant for small parks. Capacity-wise and size-wise, they were always intended, and that's where I always thought they would originally go, were to these smaller parks. It just so happens that they got picked up by these larger chain parks because they wanted them as well.
This isn't even a smaller park. It's not even a park.
It's not even a park. It's a water park.
This is awesome what it is.
It's crazy. It's something I never thought I would see. I mean, it's just this is what RMC does, though. It's affordable. It's small. It fits their capacity. It's everything you want out of a large corporation engineer. I mean, you don't normally see like these huge these huge engineering firms build rides with these small parks like this. So it's really awesome. Again, this isn't even a park. This isn't even just like a small park. This is like a water park. This is awesome.
It's kind of weird how this came to be, because apparently RMC at IAAPA had like some kind of really big deal going on, and
yeah, I did see that.
I don't know exactly what the deal was, but like everybody passed over. King's Dominion's like, nope, no, we're not adding, no. South Dakota goes, hey, we got your back. We'll put your volcano replacement here.
Yeah, your deserved volcano replacement is going to be in South Dakota, about 50 hours away, so give or take. This is great though, and it's going to be, I believe, the longest and tallest coaster in South Dakota, which is awesome. So
like a wacky worm type coaster.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's pretty great.
Nothing in South Dakota.
This is pretty great. This is pretty awesome. This large scale ride. I mean, how many people are going to be going out to South Dakota now? I mean, now there's a reason. It's kind of crazy. So many people are going to be going out there.
That's the crazy thing about this. Like, this really isn't for coaster enthusiasts, because how are we going to justify a trip here?
Yeah.
I mean, I still am trying to wait, I want to go ride Shivering Timbers again really bad, but how? I need to combine stuff and I can't find anything around it.
I know that I believe Mall of America is like 3 or 4 hours away from here, so you might be able to slip it in there, but I mean, it's going to be kind of out of your way. I don't know where you're going to be going really with this ride. I don't know where Valley Fair, something in Minnesota. Minnesota, I think, is the closest other parks in the perimeter in the same area to this. So I guess maybe on that kind of trip, but still.
Yeah, it would have to be a bigger trip.
And how are you going to justify, driving 4 hours away just to ride one coaster? So with my Texas trip, I'm going to go ride ZDT Switchback. That's 30 minutes away, and I have to leave the park, and then I have to leave Six Flags over Texas Six Flags Fiesta Texas and go over to ZDT's. That's a 30-minute drive, and I'm already that's kind of out of the way. But I can't imagine going I'm going to drive 4 hours to go to South Dakota to a water park and ride there, okay, and then I'm going back, It's strange. It's a
Well, it's
strange placement, but
like
it's I love it.
I drive 4 hours from my house to ride a roller coaster, but like getting a motel for like that's where it's like
Yeah,
the logistics are weird.
yeah, it's
But the
strange.
locals, will be like, wait, it's how tall?
Wait a second. Wait a second. There are these things
More
called
than 10 feet tall?
there
What?
are these things called roller coasters that go over 100 feet. What? What? That's crazy. I mean I know like a lot of times if you in the general area the general population will not know about any other like regional parks. So I mean I can't imagine they're gonna really be surprised by getting a big scale coaster. This is gonna be great. And so yeah, this is gonna be a huge flagship attraction for the people of the for this area. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited, and as we all know, RMC is also planning to open Jersey Devil this year. So I don't know if maybe that's why they had to reconsider when their future possibility of opening this coaster
That's
could
actually
be.
possible.
They could, yeah, that could very well be part of because that's going to be opening up in late summer. So they could easily said, I don't know how realistic it is to open up this coaster. We have other projects, so I don't know. It's interesting. It's great. I'm really looking forward to it. It's creative. It's out of the box. It's not something that I expected for sure. And that's what happens in this industry. Things like this, these things that pop up like this, they really throw you off.
These are also the kind of things that start something. I mean, you get this there, give people a taste of it, and there might be demand for more. And I mean, we might actually see a decent sized park eventually grow up in South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
I
Very,
mean,
very
you have
possible.
to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's a very possible likelihood. I mean, I can't imagine just building an RMC Raptor and then never doing anything else again. So they have to have some
Yeah,
plan for expansion in the future if they're going to consider building this pretty large scale ride. I mean, again, we talked about how this went to California's Great America, which is a pretty large scale chain park. This went to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. So I mean, these can be supported in large scale parks. So I definitely think that they have some sort of plan for innovation and expansion in the future. I don't know how crazy it's going to be, but it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah.
and Wild Water West is actually not even on our CDB, so they now get that.
Yeah, they're officially going to be a amusement slash theme park slash attraction plaza, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what if they're going to change their name or what, because I know they said they have a dry park, but I don't know what else they have in their dry park. They specified this is going to be part.
Obviously, not a coaster.
Yeah, they said they specified that this is going to be in their dry park area, but I'm like, what else do you have? I have yet to. I don't know if they have. Maybe they might have some sort of go kart attraction or something like that. Maybe like most small parks or FECs have, but I'm not sure. But again, it's amazing that South Dakota is getting anything remotely close to this size coaster.
Their map is. It really looks like the size of a family entertainment center. Actually, even smaller.
Yeah, I mean,
This is
I can't imagine.
just unbelievable. I love this.
I love
Their
it.
dry side. Their dry side has go karts,
Hmm.
a
All right.
sand volleyball, batting cages, paintball. Yeah,
And
so
an
there
RMC
you go.
Raptor. And an RMC Raptor.
And an RMC Raptor. This is amazing.
I mean,
Like,
just
probably
imagine
your props to Wild West.
driving up to this park, and you're just like, all right, let's go ride the water coaster. Wait a second. What is that? Is that a wait? What? Oh my
Doesn't
gosh.
even look like they have a water coaster.
I don't think they do. I think they have a couple of like smaller scale slide complexes, and that's
Looks
it.
like there's like I only see one
I
slide
wonder. I mean,
complex.
how I can't imagine that these Raptors are that expensive. Then I mean, for this guy scale park to be able to. I mean, again, I know there was a deal, but even on that, I mean, I'm sure like the originals weren't that expensive either. If I mean, even with a deal, I'm sure that that's pretty pricey. Or like I can't imagine RMC cut down on the price that much. So I'm curious to see like if they ever do release, which they probably won't, but how much this actually went for because again I don't know how much this park probably doesn't make much revenue. I can't imagine they make
Yeah.
that much revenue.
Hey James, why don't you go ahead and buy one?
Yeah, let's just yeah I'm
Then
just
we'll know.
yeah we can just test the groundwater and see how much. All right, well that's about it for South Dakota. They're getting a pretty kick-ass ride though, and it's gonna be very exciting to see what comes of this.